Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, to me, I think the concept of this bill is excellent. We have to encourage workforce development. We have to encourage our young people to go to school and to come out with trades that our country so desperately needs. The issue that I'm having is it seems like it's a little all hat and no cattle, in that the hat is, yeah, we have this job, we have this bill, but the cattle is that we don't have any money to pay for it. And I think that that is really the concerns that we're trying to express, is where's the funding in our budget to pay for this program? And what are Republicans doing to make sure that we have the funding to pay for this program? I think this program is necessary, and I think this program is important for our young people. But what I also see that's happened when we talk about a pause of programs like this that have already been voted on and approved is we have young students who went to school to get into a program of security, who were relying on the support of the federal government for their internship, whose now monies have been paused. Well, what does that mean? That means they don't have the money to pay their rent. That means they don't have the money to pay their electric bill. That means they don't have the money to pay their tuition because the federal government has paused their commitment to these young students in programs just like this. So I think that that's really the rub, where the rubber meets the road issue that Democrats are trying to express concern about. It's not, do we need to fill cybersecurity jobs? Because we absolutely do. And it's not that we don't want to provide young people educational pathways and career pathways, because we absolutely do. But the problem is, we passed a budget yesterday that doesn't have any funding for this program. We passed a budget that has violated the promises to previous students in programs like this. Promises that the federal government made to them, that if you go into programs, we're going to provide you internship opportunities. We're going to provide you pathways to work. The federal government has violated those promises. So are we going to create another pathway of promises to yet violate again? Because where is I haven't heard one comment, and I'm a freshman here. I'm new to this building, but I'm not new to legislating, and I haven't heard one single comment from anyone here to say how this is going to get paid for. Where's this in the budget? How is the federal government going to fulfill its promise to these young students that we so desperately need in this field? Where's that promise? And based on the budget that was passed, all we see is violations of promises, is breach of promises breached, not promises kept. And so, you know, that's where we're seeing is a budget that was passed yesterday that doesn't address the debt. I'm very worried about the debt. I think our debt level is outrageous. But how can we say we're supporting debt remediation when instead we're providing $4.5 trillion less revenue that's not going to the debt? That makes, American people don't reconcile that. So just a second. And then, so that's the issue, is that talking about hypocrisy, there's hypocrisy throughout this building that's absurd. And people want us to stop being in that space, playing political games. But it happens on both sides of the aisle. Let's all be honest about that. This purity that's happening on the other side is disingenuous, as much as there's things on our side that's disingenuous. Let's all need to call it for what it is. But at the end of the day, how the hell are you going to fulfill the promise to 500,000 cybersecurity young people when you're breaching the promises of the other students you've already committed to? That's my question. I agree, the program's necessary, the program's important, but there's too many games being played in too many areas that make all of this all hat and no cattle. I think Mr. Pfluger has a question. Oh, I have 3 seconds.
No,
Sorry, I'm
I
not
think
mindful
you're
of
out.
time very well.
The gentlelady.
Recorded vote has been requested.